Yeah, it's the same path we've been working on. If you remember, we passed the majority of all of our bills out of appropriations back in June and July. We posted ag appropriations back in July. We posted the others in August. The members have their amendments. I think we made some progress to those who have been holding up passing the rule to get onto these bills. We wanted to do it individually, rules, but I guess we do like a minibus rule. We got rules going to go in today. We got members working, and hopefully we'll be able to move forward on Tuesday to pass these bills. I still believe if you shut down, you're in a weaker position. You need the time to fund the government while you pass all the appropriations.
So does that mean you're going to try to push forward with a Republican CR still? I
would like to. You need to, because I don't know how else in a shutdown. I mean, think about what happened again last night. We've got an invasion coming across our southern border. We now have the governor of New York, a Democrat, saying if you're coming to this, if you're an immigrant coming to this country illegally, go to some other country. You've got Massachusetts governor declaring an emergency. You've got New Jersey governor. You've got the mayor of New York. These are states that are far from the southern border, but because of Biden's policies, every community now is a border city. We've watched what happened that Biden went in and literally cut the barbed wire so people could come into the country illegally. That was his order. Now, thankfully, Governor Abbott's come back and put that back together. We've got people coming from 160 different countries into our country. And I believe that's why Homeland is so important to pass. That's why I believe also, if you pass the Republicans' continuing resolution that just simply funds the government 30 days so you can finish passing all the appropriation bills, it also deals with securing the border. Remember, Republicans long ago passed our H.R. 2 securing our border, changing the Biden policies to make sure immigration is legal in America and that it works and that the southern border is secure and stop the fentanyl from coming across.
Speaker McCarthy,
that should be the main focus here of what we can achieve.
Speaker McCarthy,
have you talks on the continuing resolution, because a lot of your members are still against the continuing resolution.
A lot of our members? What's your definition of the number of a lot?
There's about 9 right now.
Enough.
Enough to,
how many members do we have?
Well, that's enough to block
that's
anything.
A lot. I think
4 is a lot.
I think the progress. Well, you know, 4 is a lot in this Congress. We've got members who are out for appropriate reasons why they're gone. So 1 is a lot in this Congress. We will continue to work with people. I just believe if you're not funding the troops and you're not funding the border, it's pretty difficult to think that you're going to win in a shutdown. I've been through those a couple times. And if members think by moving you into a shutdown that it's a positive idea, I don't think that's where the majority.
Speaker McCarthy, on that vein,
money from depending on the defense spending.
No, I think the way that that would work is that it would be an individual vote.
So you're going to have an amendment vote.
Well, we have an amendment vote, but it would be out and voted on by itself.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Remember, this money is roughly $300 million for training. Something we've always done. It was also in the NDAA. What you can do is you can take it out, move the DoD approach, and move that piece all by itself.
So you're going to take it out and have a separate vote on it.
All by itself.
Speaker McCarthy, given the fact.
Now, you don't get advantage by yelling louder than everybody else, by the way. Huh?
You said not to yell. Are you going to add the CR?
But don't give me a Biden whisper. Do you ever understand what he says with a... I never did that.
Are you going to add the CR to this minibus, or how do you?
Well, no, the minibus, you know, I'm never a big fan of minibuses, but apparently this group likes it just be for a rule. And look, I'm for it because it would go all 4 bills that we've been trying to already pass and already post and already have amendments on, that we can move that forward so we can get to work right away. I wish we could have done this back in July when we wanted to bring ag up. I wish we could have done this last week. I mean, we want to get through all 12 appropriations.
What's the status of those negotiations and trying to win over some of those holdouts that you're going to need to pass a conservative CR?
I think, well, we continue to talk. Look, I thought we had a really good conference the night before. I thought we had moved 2 people, but we moved 2 people the other way too. So it's a yin and a yang. We'll just continue. The one thing I always believe, and you hear me say it so many times, America is too great to give up. And so I'll work to the very end.
Speaker McCarthy, can I ask you, if the Senate sends you a clean CR that includes disaster and Ukraine funding, and your members have not agreed to a Republican CR, will you put the Senate CR on the floor?
Okay, so you just asked me something that hasn't happened. So I don't know if you asked Schumer what he would do if I sent him a CR that keeps the government opening. And have they passed any appropriation bills yet?
But so far...
No, I'm just asking you a question. Have they?
They have not.
So why do you sit back? I mean, I've watched the Senate take a big role this week. I see they've been able to change their dress code. But don't give... If that happens, call me. Okay?
You said that you don't want a shutdown. So are you confident that moving these single appropriations bills will unlock support for a CR among your conference?
Well, let's be clear. This has always been our goal, even before I became Speaker, to stop omnibuses. And remember what an omnibus is. Never goes through committee, and then they wait and they pass something till Christmas time, a continuing resolution, so they can jam everybody and a few people write it. We've been able to stop that. The Senate now has had to write the bills in committee. We have written ours in committee. The goal here would be pass our bills individually, which we've been trying to do since July. But if you can't pass a rule, you can't even get on the bill. We give more amendments than any time that you can see, so everybody can have a voice. Everybody can have options if they want to change the bill as well, and then go into conference. I think funding the government while you're going through that conference is important. Because if you don't, troops aren't being paid, border agents aren't being paid, and I don't think you'll have an honest conference at that time. One side will leverage the other.
Speaker, you have some of your members who have said that they will work with Democrats to try to keep the government open. Will you work with Democrats?
Look, I believe we have a majority here, and we can work together to solve this. This is the same place you were all asking me during the debt ceiling. So you know what? It might take us a little longer, but this is important. We want to make sure that we can end the wasteful spending that the Democrats have put forth. We've watched the hard-earned taxpayers have to pay for this waste. We want to eliminate that. We want to secure our border. We're watching what's happening every single day in this nation, and that's what we're fighting.
Are you concerned about a discharge?